Is it back to front? Probably. But in any case, you can kind of tell what it says. And it's, I mean, I suppose that is true because I'm having an instant toffee nut latte, gold one, and I've lost all my gains, so I'm neither right now. But I've been having these Nescafe Golds, toffee nut latte, caramel vanilla instants. They're so good. Get them. Anyway, welcome to Video Diary number 2. It's May 24th. I just started recording it, but try to get into the swing of things when I'm tired. I was so dull. If this is dull, I was worse. So let's start. Jobs. So last week, so I still have my JP Morgan coding interview to do. I'll need to check that actually. I'll write that down. I don't know if I'm supposed to do it by today or tomorrow. My intention was to do it tomorrow, but if it's by tomorrow, I'll do it today. So I have that to do for the software engineering role in Glasgow, which would be cool. But it's Glasgow, Bournemouth, London, but Glasgow would be ideal. If it's Bournemouth or London, I don't even think I'd take it. Because there's other software engineering roles, just not as good of companies, but just to get experience, like in Glasgow and stuff. So what's the point in moving away? Because I was considering for ages moving away, but the closer the time has come, the less I think it's a good idea. Well, not even just a good idea, I just think it would be like, what's the point? Especially like if it was London, it'd have to be a really good role. I mean, JP Morgan is, but I'm uncertain if I would or not. Next, Accenture have that final interview on Thursday, which I have to prepare like a presentation, but it's without slides, so it's just notes to discuss and argue. They've sent me like all the technologies used at Accenture, and we'll have to find one and say how it will be beneficial to a company, how it can be implemented. Yep. So that's more than I was expecting for a software engineering interview, I must admit. But the interview itself is 3.5 hour slot because apparently it's face-to-face interviews, like paired exercise. I think it'll probably just see how you work in teams, or it might be coding. I don't know. We'll see. And then also you get to there's virtual assessments as well, and you get to meet graduates and managers. So if I was going there in person, it would be pretty exciting. But online, it's just kind of stressful because you're just sitting in your room. And you can wear a shirt and tie and look all presentable, but you're still just chilling in your room, and you're sitting worrying about the internet, and then you're worrying about power cutting out, and then you're also worried about getting into these places and then talking over people, and then like the annoying thing that Teams and Facebook Messenger does where it cuts one off when one's talking, but you don't know, doesn't tell you, so you're just sitting there blabbing on and you don't know if they can hear you. So it's annoying, but so also on Tuesday, so tomorrow, I have Engage ESM interview. So last week I got an email through saying that I was through to the final stage of that, in which I have to prepare a presentation. Presentation of my choosing. They said hobby or an interest or something you're proud of, but not your degree. So I was thinking, I wonder what I'll do it on. And the woman says that people before have done it in like Pokemon and time traveling, but that's a bit. I won't be doing something like that. I was thinking I need to do something that kind of adds value to me. Makes like, what's the point of going around and being like, oh, here's a little presentation on bodybuilding when I could do something that makes me sound good, if you know what I mean. So I decided to do it on the Instagram account that I made, Cheaty Cats. The one I grew from 0 to 21,000 followers in 3 months. There, I then sold it at like 35,000 followers, like after having it just about a year. So yeah, I've got to do it on that. And whilst doing it, I was thinking, maybe start doing this again. Because I was thinking, imagine I still had it. That would have been 2 years ago this month I sold it. So if it was at 35,000 followers then, probably would have been higher then. But so I was thinking about doing something like that again. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, that's my presentation on that. And then I'll have technical thing and coding thing to do apparently in this slot. It's like an hour slot. So I'm a busy boy with jobs just now. Mine's still kind of in the same bit where I'm like, would I go to London or something? I don't know. It'd have to be the right opportunity. I'll see how much travelling it is, because if it's a consultant role based out of London, but you're traveling like 75% of the time, then that's cool. But if it's like a London role and you're traveling like 0 to 25% of the time, is it the optimal first step? I'm not sure. I'll need to wait and see. I'll need to wait and see what the Glasgow and Edinburgh jobs say as well. So obviously that would be more ideal. Next, uni. So, last Monday, handed that in fine. Or no, Tuesday. Last Tuesday, straight after this. Handed that in fine. Couldn't really muster any more energy. Kind of got to that point like where you take loads of notes, and then you turn the notes into the essay, and then you have kind of new ideas and stuff, but you'd have to rewrite the essay to bring it in, and you just don't have the to do it, So handed that in. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully good, but I don't know. Although to be fair, the first one I got a distinction in, my first ever distinction in an essay. And with that as well, when I sent it, I was like, this is a nightmare. Oops, this is terrible. Oh, I don't know. And then got that. So I don't know. We'll see. But I think it's different because last time that I felt like that because I disagreed with the literature. But that's what critical analysis is. Whereas before I'd always been like, he said this. Sounds right. And this one was a reflective essay, which is a bit weird. But hard. It was hard to bring it all in, like how the situation, how you feel, how you're going to fix it, or what you'd do differently, plus bringing in literature. Don't know. It was a weird one to try and structure. But no, so that was cool. And then I got my mark back for accounting and corporate finance final essay. The lecture seen the pun that I had left in. It's like there's a thing like companies highly geared if it has a high debt to equity ratio. And the essay was on, is Tesla really a tech company on wheels? I think it was like Jim Cramer, something like that. CNBC said that Tesla's basically a tech company on wheels. I'll put it here. Which I mean, as a computer science student, doing the research on it, I was thinking it kind of is. Like the vehicle's it's just a tin can with four wheels, which is there for the use of the technology. So I looked into that, and then I wrote a wee pun about how is Tesla operating in a higher gear, and he got the pun. That's pretty chuffed at that. It's a stupid pun, but I thought it was kind of under the radar one. But anyway, yeah, he liked my essay, which I was chuffed about, and I got a 18.5 overall now in the module, which is the highest I've ever had overall, and I'm well chuffed. Because then, if something else slips, like with the risk management thing, if I don't get a freaking, 17, or with this essay for human resource management, if I don't get like a 16.5, this will kind of bring the grade up, so I could possibly still get a distinction. That would be class. Something like that. That is. Anyway, as for crypto stuff, kind of just been in the loop, but not like die hard in it. So portfolio's down like 50%. No, 30%. It's down like 30% in 7 days. 50 in like 30 days or something. Hiya. But so it's doing like 30%. Which means I need to kind of double my money to get. Or is it? In altcoins, I have to double my money to get back. Generally speaking, other than Chainlink and Cardano. So I've been using the dip to buy Cardano and Kusama because I've got Polkadot, but obviously Polkadot moves like this, whereas Kusama moves like this. So right now Kusama's here, so it's more volatile, so we've got a higher return. It's just put a little bit in there, bought a little bit more Cardano because I still just see that going up and up and up. Especially with other hard fork, is it in August, I think? I don't know, but it was kind of like getting to that point where it was cascading the pumps, so it was going from like Bitcoin, Binance Smart Chain, Ethereum Smart Chain, right over here, and then Polkadot, Polkadot and their thing, as well as, no, and then Cardano, sorry. Even though I don't think they're fully operational. I don't know, I can't remember. But, so that's right down. Don't know if there's anything else with that. I've just been watching update videos. I'm pretty sure that the price drops from manipulation, whale manipulation. At least that's what it seems. That mixed with retail guys who are just kind of like scared back out. So everyone's like, "Oh, Bitcoin's going up," so they've jumped in like here, with like their life savings. It's went up to here, and it's just went, and now they're freaking out. That's kind of what it seems like. But I don't know. We'll obviously just need to wait and see. But it seems like it is just market manipulation. So I've been kind of keeping it out of that loop a little bit, not being so glued to the screen. Because if you're not a day trader, if you're just a hodler, then what's the point? If you don't have any extra capital that you intend to invest right now, then what's the point in gluing yourself to the screen? So, especially if you're not going to get out at a loss, like if it does go bear market, then obviously next paycheck, start investing more again. Because I'm going to wait obviously until it comes back up. I'm not going to sell at a loss. It's just silly. So that's crypto right now. Bit crazy. But blood in the streets everywhere. Every YouTube video is like, "Oh my god, you won't believe Bitcoin's next move." And it's like, come on, mate. It's you and your freaking long positions that are 100x leveraged, which is causing all this drop in the. If it's no one thing, it's another, honestly. So don't have any intentions went and just right now for that. I was looking in Coin Market Calendar, just before this dip, just before the dip kept dipping, and I added in a few things that were happening. So like VeChain had stuff happening to it the other day, but it's like it's not going to do anything. If the whole market's down, then these kind of news things hardly even affect any of the coins. So, next, business stuff. So when I was doing my doing the research for the presentation, and I was finding like my Cheeky Cats account, and I was thinking again, I should really do something like that because it was silly to sell. In hindsight, I mean, I would have probably sold it anyway, but I could have tried to just keep going with it and try to get to a point where you can maybe employ like a virtual assistant, or I don't know, something like that. Because I tried a good few times to do like these post scheduler, but they'd never really work. Even though everyone said they didn't really work ever. Because like I would post like 3 times a day, and when I would schedule them, It just would nothing would happen. So you would be up trying to do it like 3 times a day, which doesn't sound like much, but then you're also having to find the posts, and it's just almost like an overhead because it's every day, no days off, 3 times a day. Um, so that's kind of stressful because you need to get it up to an amount, and at like 35,000 followers, believe it or not, it's not really enough for like a nice income. It's kind of just pocket money because you don't want to bombard, because the price of like shoutouts and stuff that you can charge for advertisements, it's not that high. Um, and you don't want to do it all the time because you want to keep your brand like nice and authentic, as if your shoutouts are like for accounts that you actually think are decent and worth a shout out. So you can only really do it like once a week. So you're not really making much money. And then with drop shipping site, you can make money, but you need a lot of like marketing capital up front to run the ads. At least that's what I found. Because I mean, I did receive customers with like the little ad spend that I had, but it's one of those things where you need to just keep consistently doing it. And obviously, when I started, it's like the whole of YouTube was telling everyone, "You're gonna be a millionaire if you just drop ship this cool cat mug." But so I'll maybe start that again, and then just keep with it. We'll see. But anyway, that's that one. And also, I started coding my crypto portfolio in Android Studio, which actually is starting to come along pretty good because I have a familiarity with Android Studio, because I've done my undergraduate dissertation was an app for the sports centre. So a lot of these things I've had exposure to. Whereas when the first time I done it, it took me so long because I'm like, what's a recycler review? What? What is this? What is that? Pardon me. Whereas now it's like, although I've not used it for, pardon me, although I've not used it for like I don't know, a year, maybe like 8 months or something, 9 months, I still recognise the things when I see it. So I've started doing that, and everything's coming along fine. It's just like everything, just take time. But I think that I could get it fully done in like the next 2 weeks, which would be cool because I just want to have something to show. And then after that, add more features in. I was going to add features in from like live coin watch and coin market calendar, but it turns out you can only use them personal for free. Otherwise, you need to pay their monthly charge. So I can't remember what it was, like 20 quid or something. Which isn't much, but I'll see if it's worth that, or if I can find the data elsewhere, or just scrape it from their screen, maybe. Don't know. We'll see. But I want to do the portfolio, get that up, get it out, get it published, and then consider adding more features like a Twitter feed or a YouTube feed. Because I was thinking it would be cool to have like a YouTube bit with like the top crypto YouTubers. I think that's kind of thing that the other apps are missing, at least that I've seen. And again, Elon Musk, don't be stealing my ideas. Although I've not heard much from him for a while. He kind of started this cascading snowball into absolute crypto oblivion, and he's fine. So everybody's like, "Nah, this big bit of the dip's no Elon's fault," and you're like, "But it's kind of his fault that it started, you know? Like maybe the snowball here doesn't seem like his fault, but he pushed it for here, you know, to get that big." So I don't know. I'm still not keen on him. Although I loved him like 2 weeks ago, but no, I don't know. It's a bit suspect. So my business, I'm working on my crypto thing, which is coming along cool. Finally, recreational. So last Tuesday, after the video, I went bowling with my mum and dad, which was great. Although it wasn't 10-pin bowling, it was bowls. Like bowls for old guys. Like this. But no, it was really good. Nice and sunny, nice and chill, and just enjoyable. It was a really good day. Although I noticed as the day went on, I got worse and worse and worse, which was a bit frustrating. But it was good for the three of us to get out and do something, so that was good. Um, Also started go to the gym with my mum again. So started kind of taking her, showing her the ropes again, which is good. It's been good to get out and work out with her, spend some time together. As for actual working out, I need to start that again because I'm starting to notice that I've lost all my gains. I kept doing some gains back because obviously the whole thing happened where I got up to here, and then coronavirus lockdown, then everything opened. I'll start here, just because of how awkward the camera's sit. So you go up like this, or low like this, and then it's like lockdown. Then lockdown continued. Then the gyms opened back up last August, September. Back up, back up, back up. I got even better than I ever was. And then another gym shut again, which is frustrating, especially the amount you fluctuate. And I did get home gym stuff to try and keep it going, but it's so hard to do it, especially the way you work out. So like if somebody just works out because they're like, oh, I just like to do it. It's like maybe fair enough, but for me, I like the act of going to the gym, put my headphones in, some dodgy metal music, and then just try to lift heavy and stuff. So try to do that in your house. It's not ideal. It's also you just feel weaker. And I don't really subscribe to the whole David Goggins thing, like one day you're gonna forget your headphones, don't wear your headphones, don't be a little bitch. I don't really agree with that because my logical mind is like thinks that all the other things that we do in life, which is the same kind of situation where it's like it makes everything better, but why do it? Because it's not always gonna be there. It's like, well, depends what you're working at. If you're working at like David Goggins to know whatever for whatever reasons, then fair enough. But if you go to the gym because you want to look good and you like to just get that poof out, wear your headphones. So I need to start that again, try and get some gains back. It's just right now I feel so busy. It's like you're working during the day and then you get to the point in the evening when you could go, because like my gym's last appointment, because you have to book it, is at 7. What's this? It's a line for the... Aye. That's a bit sketch. And when it comes to like 7 o'clock, you're like, what would I rather do? Extra work or spend all the time going to the gym? So you end up just working, especially right now. Oh wait, on my uni bit I didn't even cover my literature review, I don't think. So for uni, I have a literature review to do a week today. Apparently, the supervisor said this is the hardest bit because it's like the most time consuming, it seems. But he decided he wanted us to get it done. I don't know why. The only thing I can think is if it really is the hardest bit, is he wants to give us a chill summer, or he's like expecting us to finish like 4 weeks before the deadline, which no chance. But I thought it was a bit weird because in my head because he said to think of like a preliminary timeline before we went to the first meeting with him, and in my preliminary timeline I thought, oh, I won't start until like 24th or 31st. Like I'll have a week off or 2 weeks off after my last deadline to work on like other stuff, like business stuff or whatever. And then in it he's like, nah, it's gonna be due by then. So I had my last deadline 6 days ago, and now in 7 days I have another deadline, which is like proper hard. So I've been working on that a little bit. This week I'm gonna get stuck right in. So I have a busy week ahead. 2, 3 interviews spanning 3.5, 4.5, 5. 6 to 7 hours of actual interview time. So then think all the research and prep you have to do before that. Then I also have my literature review due. And obviously I have my business stuff that I like to kind of work on at the end of the day. So it's going to be a busy, busy week. I do my bagel right now because I intended on finishing this way earlier than 9:30. So I've been doing it. It's like the second time I've done it because the first time I messed up. So yeah, let's go and get the day. See you guys next week. Wish me luck.